Juneau today. We are headed to Glacier Bay tomorrow. So tonight we're going to spend the night at Swanson Harbor, and we're going to see some friends that we met in Anacortes. And it's just awesome to be off the dock in Juneau. We were doing so much work, and it was just kind of stressful trying to get it all done to get out of there. So now I'm just kind of hoping that we can kind of relax and enjoy the boat. We're here right now. We're getting close to Swanson Harbor. Eric went to take a shower. We have new plotter and radar displays working now. We've got one over here. I guess one of our GPS signals wasn't working, and we got that fixed. We are only going 6.6 right now, but earlier we were going 9. Distin's back here trying to keep warm with that haircut of hers. We came around the point to see Coastal Stargazer at the float. Coastal Stargazer is a Nordhavn 52. And here's the Havaseas coming into the float at Swanson Harbor. That's the Havaseas on the left and Coastal Stargazer on the right. Here's some drone footage of Swanson Harbor. I realized that we'd been here several times, but I've never sent the drone up. Goodbye, Swanson Harbor. It's always a great place, an easy place to anchor or more. It's morning and we are headed off to Glacier Bay. Eric's been there before, but I haven't. We are headed down Icy Strait. We are here and we're going here.
The Organic Act established the National Park Service in 1960.
We had watched the orientation and read all the regulations, but that was over a month ago, so we refreshed our memories.
The scenery, the natural and historic objects.
And here's our boat dog. Say hi, Distin. $32 32 times 7? Is it? No, divided by 7. Okay. We still have to figure out where we want to go. So Eric's in the captain's room asleep. Distin's asleep. Downloading some of my drone footage from last night. Running the boat. Still haven't taken a shower. But Glacier Bay just called me. I guess we were supposed to check in and tell them that we were going to come. And I thought I saw something like that, but when I checked the email confirming that we got the permit, I didn't see any instructions. So they just saw us coming in and called to see if our intentions were to come in today. A lot of details going into Glacier Bay. had told us that North Sandy Cove was their favorite anchorage. We were really glad that we listened. It was a great anchorage. As Eric prepared to drop the anchor, we started hearing whales, so he stopped so that we could find out where they were as we were trying not to disturb them. We ended up moving a little bit over to the side of the cove because of it. Eric, there's a whale. Our final anchorage was here. Look at that face. Distin wants me to pick her up. Eric is doing the logs. That's his chore every time we come when we anchor or dock. Do you think that this is a dance? Or a rumble? Better hope they don't get you. So we are in Glacier Bay.
National Park and Preserve.
And we have been having margaritas. And we've been watching the whales and the sea lions. And you think fireworks are fun? You should see this bay that we're in. All it is whales and sea lions just constantly erupting out of the sea.
We got here at 2 o'clock and it's now 4:15 and it hasn't stopped. Even though there's been boats coming and going, and
it's pretty incredible. This is what we were just talking about. This is what makes us think we made the right choice, because this was what it's about: nature and seeing. Oh, there's another whale. It's. I wish I could capture this. It's incredible. That's wolves?
You're getting this, right? That's wolves. Your ancestors?
Distin, how did you feel about that? Glacier Bay has designated some of the anchorages as places where there's quiet time between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. In those areas, you cannot run your generator or be noisy. Look at this tired puppy. The next morning, they were still going. There's Eric working on the boat. And there's Distin. She's a little jealous, I think, of these other animals. And there's a bear over there. See the bear? Where's your life jacket? Distin? Distin! We started noticing a pattern. The whales would dive down, and the sea lions would generally move in shortly after. When the sea lions popped back up, the whales would typically come back up 10 to 30 seconds behind them. Well, we've been at the dock in Juneau, and we've had the 110 power, but not the 240. So I haven't had an oven for 2 weeks because we haven't had to run the generator. So we just haven't been using the oven. So today, for the first time, I've had to use it. And of course, load up the generator. So I made the rhubarb bars again, which should be good. Got asparagus ready for dinner. We're doing halibut supreme. Got some rice going. Tomorrow morning he's going to want to run the generator, and I'm not going to want to get up and cook or bake. So I have some no knead bread dough going. So that all I have to do is preheat my cast iron, stick the dough in there, and drink my coffee. It's going to be nice to have dessert. It is another rainy, foggy morning. It's been wonderful hanging out in this little cove.
There's our
but Eric
whale.
thinks we should see more than one place. So Eric is up front getting the anchor pulled. He's been looking at the charts and looking at the guidebooks and trying to figure out where to go next and what makes sense for jumping off tomorrow when we leave. We remain constantly in one spot while we've been here. It's been a good anchorage. The interesting thing is the alarms go off when the whales or the sea lions in big groups go underneath the boat. So we know when they're underneath the boat when we start getting the depth finder alarm. Distin's been all cozy all morning. In fact, now that I think about it, we're going to have to get her out to go pee before we start moving. Okay, first we have to get the tarp open. Notice it's a little wet. I will be getting wet. And there goes Distin. She's such a good girl. Oh, I guess we're going poop. We keep a life vest on her, and it has a handle in case something happens and she goes over and we have to fish her out. We also keep a leash on her because there's often current, and we want to make sure we can pull her back. Distin has walked off a couple docks, and we've had to fish her out. She always looked a little surprised, but we haven't had that issue with her going out on the swim step to do her thing. Yes, you were such a good girl, weren't you? Uh-huh. We keep her life jacket and leash right here so it's ready to go. Yeah? Here's a little treat. Yeah? There you go. What a good girl. New treats. She has to check them out first. They were supposed to be high value, but I'm guessing I didn't hit that mark. Now to go clean up the poop. So the generator was going this morning, so I made bread. I'm not quite sure how it turned out. Looks a little flat, a little crusty, like really crusty. But I'm sure it will get eaten. Three new whales came into the cove the morning we were going to leave. I don't know how to explain it, but you could tell that the whales were different. They were just more powerful.
These are definitely different whales.
Maybe 4 whales? can also look at this to see where we're going and what's in front of us. If a boat has AIS, we can see that. We also have radar, but I didn't actually show the screen.
Havaseas back to American Constellation.
Yes, sir. I'll take your stern. Come to stern.
Please repeat that.
I'm taking your stern. I'm coming to starboard.
Roger, copy.
So he's going to come in behind me and go to the starboard side.
Yes.
Okay. There is something about this boat starting to go that just makes me fall asleep. So as soon as he started getting the boat going, especially when it started rolling, just rocking a little, I fell asleep. So now I'm on watch duty, I guess, as Eric is going down to do his engine room check. Right as he was leaving, the American Constellation called and told us their intentions. You can see them out there. Kind of a big ship. Oh, that's the big ship I think that had the COVID. It was in Juneau for a while. Yeah, it's just a nice steady swell, so I see a nap in my future. Again. And we're coming up on Blue Mouse Cove. We're almost there. We're just coming into Blue Mouse Cove. It's turning out to be a pretty day. I can hear a whale, but it's far away. So these people came in on kayaks. They've set up tents. So it looks like they are camping for the night. Since I was interested in this cove for the wolves and the bears, I'm glad I'm on the boat, not on the land. And there goes a tour boat, cruise ship. I'm not quite sure what to call it. I guess it's a cruise ship. Distin and I tried to stay on the flybridge, but it's freezing cold, so we're going in. Today we woke up to a pretty good day. Due to time, because we have to go catch a tide, we are going to go here today. So we'll have to come back another time so we can see some of the other glaciers. This is one of the reasons there's always somebody on watch.
Bartlett Cove, Havaseas calling on 12.
Havaseas, KWM 0 Bartlett Cove, go ahead.
Yes, Bartlett Cove. We're just departing the bay now.
Havaseas, that's the top. He is the last day of the tournament. This is your official departure.
Roger.
Awesome. Well, I hope you had a good time in the bay and safe travels. KWM 20, clear standing by on 121.
Yes, we did have a great stay. Thank you for the hospitality. Have a good day. Havaseas back to 16.
The current time is 4:17 p.m. Alaska Daylight Time. Marine synopsis for Southeast Alaska.
We are headed into Indian Cove for the night. We have never anchored here. So, we're not quite sure about this anchorage. There's a lot of wind, isn't there?
Yes, 15 to sometimes 20, might have got as high as 25 knots.
So we're trying to figure out how to sleep tonight. This is where we are. This is what I will see in the bedroom. But we're also trying to set an anchor watch. So in the morning, we'll tell you what we think about this. What a gorgeous sunset. We're getting ready to leave. Here's the view this morning. And sometime this morning, this boat came in. We've seen a couple tenders launched from it. Here is some drone footage of the cove. It kind of looks like somebody made this their home. So next time we're going to anchor up here. We're worried about the rock.
Last night I was
Last night where you could see it right here. I'll show you what it looks like outside. I know. So this is where we anchor. That's where the rock is. Now that we've seen where the rock is, we think we can get closer to shore next time. It's actually quite pretty and looks a little different around here. Here's one of the tenders that came off that tour boat. And off we head to the coast. If you're enjoying these videos, please click like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.